Hello everybody and welcome to our channel. This is our first video in English. We have invented a free tool that can help everybody create his own application without any prior knowledge of coding or programming. I'm going to show you how you can start. The basis of VBA is amazing and is gonna be magic. No prior, as I told you, no prior knowledge of coding or programming is needed. So follow us and you will not regret it, I promise. To start from the beginning creating your own application, just start with Excel. Open a spreadsheet, new one, and save your application as. Save it anywhere you want and call it whatever you want. Then I'm calling it application, for example, in English, and save it in the second one. So in Excel workbook that takes the macros in consideration, which is XLSM. That's it. And then now your application is ready to work with. Just go to developer and then go to Visual Basic, and here is the first thing that you will see. Then start with, in here, add a user form. So you go user form, and here is the first image that you will have. This is gonna be the base of your application. I'm going to add some text box. So is here the ABL thing, and then I'm going to add some text box like this one, and then I'm going to copy and paste second, and one more time paste third, for example, and one more time fourth, for example. I'm going to add a combo box, which is here. So I'm just going to add this. So I built 4 text boxes. So text box 1, text box 2, text box 3, text box 4. Here you see the name of the text box, and one combo box, which is combo box 1. And here I put letters, names of each object. Here I'm going to add list box. Well, in English is a little bit new for me, but well, we're trying to do it, and I hope you understand on my accent. This is my list box where the results are going to show. And then I'm going to add some buttons. So I have a button like this, command button, which I made is from here, command button. I'm going to call it, for example, transfer. I'm gonna make the writing a little bit bigger than you can see. So I will go just here and I'm going to make it a little bit bigger and like this. And I'm going to change the color. So I go here for the background here, and I'm gonna make it, for example, in green, for example. I'm going to copy and paste in order to have another button, and I'm going to call this one for example reset, and I'm gonna make it not in green, but it's gonna be, for example, in orange. I'm going to copy and paste, Ctrl C and Ctrl V, and I'm going to make this one for session. And I'm gonna make it, for example, in whatever, like this color, and then I'm gonna copy it, etc. So I added these 5 buttons, one for transfer, one for reset, and one for search, and one for deleting, and one for editing and save and saving. In the same time, so I'm going to create my own database. I will call this spreadsheet. I will call it, for example, database, for example, like this. And I'm going to call each column the same thing that I called in here. Okay, so I have name, age, sex and city, and sports. So I will go there and I will start. So name and sport. So I added one line. So I put a name and an age, and I put sex, and I put a city, and then I answered a sport, a type of sport. Until now, everybody can do this, and you don't have to be expert to do all of this. That's why I just skipped some of the video, and I'm going to the essential, so you don't get bored from the long video. So I'm going to format automatically my database. For example, I'm going just to choose, like here, I'm going to choose any style. So you can choose any style that you want. I'm going to choose, for example, this one, and here I'm going just to here, and I'm going to choose this one. So what I want to do with my application is here. So each time I write a name, I can insert any name, so a name, an age, and etc. All these details, all this information will appear here in my list box. And when I click on this transfer button or insert button, all the values that are here will go automatically in the database. I will show you now how I can do this without any prior knowledge of coding or any knowledge about programming or anything. Just follow this and you will not regret. You will see. First of all, let's agree that the name of any object in here appears here, just next to it, right? So when I click on the text box, I want to know the name is here. So text box 1, this is what I'm going to always use. And here the second one is text box 2, and text box 3, text box 4, and the combo box 1. And here is list box 1, and here is command button 1, and here is 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now let's start. Open your navigator, whatever it is, and just write down VbaWriter.ch. Here is the magic. This is our website. So for me is in French by default, but you can just choose English, and you can have it in English. Here is what it is about, and here is our YouTube channel, and this is our Facebook channel. In your application, you are working with a UserForm. So in the website, you just go to UserForm and you go to regular transfer. Here what I need to do actually is very simply, without even knowing anything about programming or coding, you just need to fill in these spaces, and in the end you just click on the thing that you want to get. Like for example, transfer, it will be for the button, the code for our button transfer. Reset is gonna be from here, so I will just click on reset. Delete is the same thing. If you want to delete with confirmation, or transfer without any repeat, or transfer with a unique reference number, or search, or edit and save, anything that you want is just here. All what you need to do is you fill in these spaces, and then you just get your code. Once you get your code in here, you just click copy the code and you go and paste it in your application, and that's it. You don't need to know anything about programming. This is what we invented. This is the tool that we invented to help all people, that beginners, all the people who do not want to learn or cannot learn programming or coding it's difficult for them, or it costs a lot of money, or any of those, you just go to our tool, our website, and just use it. Now I'm going to show you how we can start doing this. First thing is the name of the text box of search. Basically, it means like, what are you going to search for? Like, is the name or the age or the sex or the city or the sport, the type of sport. You can search whatever you want. For me, I'm going to search by name. Like, I will type the name here to find all the information about this person, right? So I will just go here, and the first text box, so text box is text box 1 here, text box 1. So I'm going here to type text box 1. I'm not going to type actually, I'm just copy and paste. So I go copy and I go to my website and I just paste it, right? And I go to the next one. What is the name of the database? So I'll go here, and it's called a database, like the same way it is, just to try not to leave space because it can make bugs. So it's database. So I will go to my website and just paste it. And the name of the first column in the database, what is it? So it's the A. Okay, it's the A. So I will go to my website and just type A. I'm not inventing anything. What is the name of the column of search in the database? Which means, what is, when I search by name, where is this going to, like, the search is going to be where in the database, in which column? For me is here. This is the name, is the A. So I'm going to type A as well. And once I finish those, so I will write here, fill in here with all the text boxes and the objects that I have. So what I have here is text box 1, text box 2, the names are here, text box 3, text box 4, and the combo box 1. So I'm going to fill this. So I'm going to text box 1, okay, here, text box 2, text box 3, and is it text box 4? Text box 4 and combo box 1. Is this correct? So text box 1, 2, 3, 4, and the combo box here. I'll go 1, text box 1, 2, I'm looking here always, 3, 4, and combo box. So it's alright. So I did what I needed to do. So I will start first of all to get the code for transfer. So I'm going to click on transfer, and here's the code for the transfer. I will go copy code, and I'll go to my application, and I will click anywhere, like here for example. So I don't need this, so I will just paste it, right? I will save it, and I will close this. I will click 2 times on transfer on the button that I wanted, so in order to have it here. So I will use a command which is call, and then it's gonna be an error, but it's normal, so I will just say okay. So I will just copy the name of this function, copy, and I will go to call and do paste. Okay, so I will do paste, and then I will save it, and I'm gonna go to execute it and to see what happens. You have to understand this is a combo box, so I'm not going to type in it, but I will try to see if I type what happens. So anyways, I'm going to choose a name, like I will keep it here, then you can see the result. So the name, I'm going to say Harry Potter, for example. Age, I will say 25, and the sex, I will say male, for example, and the city, I will say London. and then sport I'll say test, whatever, but I'm not counting on this. And now let's see what happens. I'm going to click on transfer. So what happened is everything that is in here, it went here for real, so it's correct. But what I need to do is once I click on this button on transfer, so the information that here in these cases, so it will be transferred to my database on the lines correctly, like you see, like a name underneath the name, the age underneath the age, and the sex underneath the sex, and the city underneath the city, and the sport, etc. So what I need to do is when I click on transfer, I don't need to have anything in here, so I want it to be reset. Okay, so this is the thing, this is the button reset I'm going to use. So I'm going to fill in the code for the button reset, then it can reset. So what I need to do is I go there to my VbaWriter.ch. You know, all the information that you fill in is still there, is always there. We made it to stay for you, actually not to have to fill it in all the time. So I will just click on the button reset in order to get the code, and here is my code. So what I need to do is copy the code. I will just go to my application, I will click anywhere. So underneath the last function, I will paste the new function. Okay, so I will copy the name of the new function, which is reset. I will save everything and I will close this, and I will go to the reset button which I want. So here is pointed out, so I will go call and the name of the function, and that's it. I will save and then I will execute to see what happens. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you like this. Maybe I have to make it a little bit shorter. Yes, now I'm going to put whatever, for example Michel, whatever it is, age 14 and 6, male, for example, and the city I say Paris, and the sport I will say rugby. I don't know how you write this, but anyway, so it's not yes. So I will go transfer. Now I see that everything is here, but now I need to test reset. So I will click on the button reset. This is what happens, it reset everything but the combo box, and I will show you why. Okay, we will talk about the combo box afterwards, but this is normal, but be sure that everything is still here in your database. Okay, now I will show you a new trick. So look at this. I have this button that makes me helps me to insert or to transfer data from these objects, but I need it actually once I click on it. I don't need another button to click on it to reset it. So I want the data to be transferred and to be cleared from here, right? So I will click here, double click. So in this button, what I need to do is I will just call, copy and paste. So in the same button, actually I'm going to put like copy, which is a transfer, and in the same time reset all controls, right? So I will just save it and try. So what I need to do is name whatever name, the name is hello there, and the age is, I don't know, 15 and 6 is male, and the city is Paris too, doesn't matter, and the sport I will call it handball. right? So look at this. I'm going to transfer. Look what happens. Transfer, and it clears everything out, right? But it does not clear out the combo box, which is normal. I will show you why afterwards. But now, if this combo box was a text box, it will be cleared. But I will show you how we can clear this. Okay. For now, we need to activate the button search, and then delete, and then edit and save. So we're gonna continue. So we go to VbaWriter.ch, and we have everything as we said. So everything is in front of you and still here, nothing has disappeared. So what we need to do is you click on the button search. Now here is your code to search. Copy code, and I will just go do the same thing. So I'll click anywhere, it doesn't matter. So underneath the last function, I'm gonna copy the new function, and I will go and copy the name of this function. I will save, and I will close this to go back, and then I will double click on the button that I want, which is search, so which is here. So I will go call and the button, you know, the search thing, and I will go there, and let's try. So I'm going to search by Harry Potter, not Potter, no, Butter, okay, Butter, it doesn't matter. Okay, Butter is Potter normally, but it's okay. So I will search, and here I see that the button worked because it showed me the result in every case. Like, it brought me back so the age and the sex and the city and the test. Now I can reset if I want, so I reset. This one doesn't matter, so I will search by another value. So I will search by, for example, hello there, for example. So I will go on the button search, and I will see what happens. Yes. All right, so it brought me the values, the other values from my database, actually in my objects, so in my text box and in my combo box. Let's see for delete, right? So we will do the same thing. We'll go here, VbaWriter.ch, and I will just click on the button delete. Everything is here still. Okay, delete. And now I have the code. So what I need to do is copy the code, and I go to my application, and I click anywhere. So for example, delete. So I will go underneath the last function, and I just paste the new function, and I will copy the name of this function. I will save, and then I will go back, double click on the button that I want, which is delete. So I will go here and to just type call, and then the name of the function. I will just save it, and I will just go for, like, for example, I'll go search for something. I will go, for example, Michelle Moon, and I will look for it. Then I found it, and here I'm going to try to delete it. So I delete it. See what happens. Of course it has been deleted from here, but it was not deleted from here. So if I go and transfer, it will be transferred, and in the same time reset. So that's why when I delete something, I have to add reset to in the same button. So I will just go here, I will double click on delete, and I will see this is reset all controls, copy, and I will do it here underneath the button of delete from form without any confirmation. When you work with function and call and execution, your work is organized. See, I know which function does not work, if it doesn't work, if I have a bug, if I have a problem, and I have which button does not work. So for me it's more organized and more clean to work with functions up and execution down. So I will just save and I will execute to see what happens. So I'm going to search something else like Michel Moon. Yes, let's see, where is it? Let's see for Michel Moon again. So I will search and I will delete. Like, look at this. So Michel Moon, actually the line is correct, all the information here are correct. So what I need to do is I will delete, and we added reset, so everything will disappear from here. In the same time it disappeared from my database, so my application works fine. So now edit and save is the same thing. So I will go to VbaWriter.ch and I will just here delete with confirm, no, edit and save. So this one, I will click on this button because I still have everything, you know, all the information is still there. So I'll go edit and save, and here I have my button, you know. So I will go copy, I will go to my application, I will click anywhere. So I'll go just underneath the last function and I will copy this function, you know, and I will just copy the name of the function. I will save, I go back, and then one more time on the button that I'm using, which is here. So I go call and I paste the name of the function. Alright, so I will do I will execute it to see what happens. So for example, I will go to Mohammed, my name, like this. So I'm going to look for it, so I'm going to search it. So I have like details here, so I'm going to say it's not 29, for example. I will make it 32, for example, you know, and I will go and edit and save. So see what happens here, it has been saved. So I will go for example from Geneva, I will say it, for example, Paris, you know, and I will just go, and here is going to change. Okay, I'm going to click like this, and you can see like here, like you see it has been changed here, and it has been changed to in my, as I changed it here. So if I look for it now, so if I reset, so everything is reset in here, we forget about this for now. I will show you how we'll make it work. So I'm going to look for one more time. Okay, so search. So now we have it, and we have the new city. It's not the last city. Last city was Geneva. We will get it back to be Geneva, for example. Let's write Switzerland, for example. Okay, just to know for you in order to see it, like to see it here. Okay, so I will city. So I is here, right? So Paris, I changed it here. So I'll go and click on this button, and here it has been changed. Okay, so what I need to do is I will add reset to this button, because I don't want it to be here actually, all the details after being updated. So I don't want it to be here. So I will add in here on the button of edit and save. I will add as well the reset button, which is the reset option command, which is here. So the button we edit from form is here, and I will just add the second function or the second command, which is call reset all controls. So I will save and then I will try. So I will insert whatever name, for example, Harry Potter, and age I will say 44, and I will say 6 is female, and the city is New York, for example, and the sport, let's say basketball, right? So what I need to do is I'm going to transfer it. So I'm going to transfer all of this information here. So let's see what happens. We'll transfer, and here is it has been reset. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to search for this Harry Potter, and then I'm going to search, and it came here basketball, but I'm going to change the 6 because I made a mistake. For example, this is female. No, I'm going to make it male. Then I'm going to edit and save. Let's see what happens when I edit and save. Female is in here. So look at this. I'm going to now click after we have added actually the other options, which is reset. So let's see. So it has changed in here, edited. In the same time, everything was reset in these objects. So my buttons are working very well. In the next video with VbaWriter.ch, we will see how we can deal with the combo box and with the list box, and we will still afterwards we will go and update our application. I will show you about the printing, for example, and also about filtering your list box. I think we stop here for the first video. It was not bad, but I don't want it to be too much long and boring. Thank you very much for being with us for this first test video. If you liked it, you just go to our YouTube channel. It's in here, you click in here, and this is our channel. Just you can just subscribe. If you have any questions, you can make a comment on video, we reply, and you can as well follow us or subscribe on Facebook. Just click on the Facebook link here or there, or otherwise you can just write us an email, VbaWriter41, this is the code for Switzerland, at gmail.com. We are opened, so if you have any suggestions, anything that it did not work well, anything that you would like us to add or to talk about, any subject or anything, thank you. We appreciate this. We appreciate the feedback, and we try to improve everything in our website. So thank you very much for being with us, and see you next video. Bye bye.